Narthan's debut film was Mufti, and that was back in 2017. It was a solid film, and most of it holds up quite well even after 7 years. Does its prequel, Bhairathi Ranagal, live up to Mufti's standards? We'll see. Hi, I'm Kairam Vaashi, and this is the Hollywood Reporter, India. The first half of Mufti was all about who is this Rakshasa Bhairathi Ranagal. Its second half, obviously, showed the human side or even the Rakshaka side to Bhairathi Ranagal. Ranagal loses faith in the law, takes the law into his own hands and becomes a gangster only to do good to his people. This law-breaking do-gooder gangster voluntarily ends up being jailed because he wanted to return the favor that Gana, Sri Murali's character, the cop in Mufti, did to him. Bhairathi Ranagal, the prequel to Mufti, starts exactly from that point, goes back in time and ends at the beginning of Mufti. This screenplay is smooth and there is no confusion whatsoever. On the way, it answers a lot of questions that Mufti had left unanswered. And the slight disappointing thing is that it only does that much. Why did Ranagal actually kill his sister's husband? The promo material for this film showed us that he is a lawyer. Lawyer becomes a gangster. How did Ranagal end up being this iron mining businessman gangster? We see him reading the Ramayana. So, is he Rama or Ravana? Bhairathi Ranagal is a bit like Rajinikanth's Kala, directed by Paranjit, in the sense that Ranagal too is a protector of his land, Ronapura. He says to the villain played by Rahul Bose, "In this soil you see money, I see the lives of my people." In one of the earlier scenes of Bhairathi Ranagal, the conflict of the land is established. Water scarcity. A scene about water scarcity begins with a fire engine, and that was a nice idea. In addressing the water issue, something about the soil of that land is discovered, and then that leads to greed. So the setup of the story is by the textbook, and I quite enjoyed it. Many scenes and moments from Mufti are replayed here. One that I particularly liked was, instead of his father, the young Ranagal goes to a government office submitting his request letter desk after desk. This letter is not used for emotional mileage. Instead, it's a smart trick which also is used as a point for defense in the court later. Lawyer's office in a scrapyard. A watch that is used as a symbol of trust and influence. Ranagal's transitioned from the lawyer's black and white to full black, and that being backed by a heroic reason. Fire at the police station, the image of Ranagal in front of the burning sun and his machete in the furnace are some examples of good writing and hero elevation. A promise not kept. The hero facing a minor setback in the court initially is all fine, but beyond that there is no major challenge for the hero, nor is there excitement in the writing. Although the labor track serves as the inciting incident and obviously has the villain, that is the track which is ridden with stereotypes and demanded much better writing. Unfortunately, 60% of the film is about solving the labor issue. Speaking of stereotypes, I am reminded of how the characters are written. The heroine, Dr. Vaishali, played by Rukmini Vasant. The sister, Vedavati, played by Chaya Singh. The villain, Parande, played by Rahul Bose. No real focus on depth or arc. There is, however, focus on writing some punchlines for the hero, but that too felt like plucking low-hanging fruits. Ravi Basrur's sentimental theme music from Mufti is used here as well, and that helps land some sentimental moments. What's left is taken care of by Dr. Shiva Rajkumar. I actually like this ultra toned down version of Ravi Basrur. Both Kavaliga and Ajnatavasa worked really well. In fact, it was a pleasant surprise to see a mass scene in the factory when Ranagal meets Gatta, played by Shabir Kalarakal, underlined by guitaring in the background. A special shout out to the kid in the labor's camp. Although her role is used to milk emotion, her performance, however, is excellent. There is a scene where Ranagal uses human blood for ink, and pants chopped off keep flying in the film. However, Ranagal's ultimate power lies in his silence and tenderness. Mufti was a story that had two leading men, Two characters actually. Bhairathi Ranagal only has one, and he too is a known character. The power of the characters in comparison is lesser. So is that of the writing, so is that of the film. For more reviews like this, please subscribe to The Hollywood Reporter India.